don't know if you guys can see me. Hey Google, volume 2. I got a tablet over there, hold on. Hey, it's me. I'm probably going to go get a beer. I'll let a couple people log in maybe. This is the Misfits Market box. This is a 22-pound box. It costs $35. Plus I have a couple extra items in here. I was just going to open it up. It's just me, girls. I was going to open it up, show you what comes in sort of the standard box and what some of the extras are. But right now I'd just like to get a blue light. So hold on one sec. Be right back. Just wanted to grab a quick beer, small beer, blue light, because I'm thirsty and I've got dry mouth. So, there. Grab that. Cheers. If you've got a beer, if you don't, cheers anyway. It really doesn't matter to me whether you have a beer or not, because I've got one. Think about it. Quite tasty. Okay. Misfits Market, all organic produce. They've got some other stuff that you can buy, but in general, it's a produce box that comes. Like I said, we get the, I think it's about 22 pounds for $35 plus shipping, and it comes every 2 weeks for us. That's our schedule. You can change schedules which one. Honestly, it can be a bit much, but that's because we eat on a weird schedule. We eat only between 12 noon and 8 at night, and so doing that, sometimes we don't get to all of the veggies that they send us. In ours, because we're part of a beta product, I think it is, we're able to kind of customize what we get. Anyway, let's open it up. Comes in this box. Box has tape on it. There's this box. Basically just packing tape. Usually it ships in 1 day. You'll get a notice that it's shipping, at least for us here in Syracuse, and it'll get there the next day. Now they don't dry ice it. They actually put, you'll see, these packs in it. Usually there's informational packets. This one it's the Stone Fruit Guide, and telling you about different kinds of stone fruits that they do provide. You don't get all of these, but you will get some in your box. And it's kind of cool. It's got good info. They also have a nice one when you first get it. When you first get the service, they have a nice informational packet on how to store the various types of vegetables and fruits that they're going to send to you. So let's put this over there and start opening up. First, you'll see there's this batting. Looks like it's all recycled felt inside of plastic that they use for an insulation. Honestly, you can do a couple things with this. You can recycle it yourself. Use it if you need to ship something. These things are great for weed block. If you're establishing like a raised bed where you're going to go just right in the ground, crank this off and put the batting in there. It also cuts down on your watering requirements. Okay. Here are gel packs that they use they're frozen. They're put in here. They melt down. The gel that's inside of here is perfectly safe to put down in your sink, down into to the septic system, or in your garden even. We use them, refreeze them. You use them camping. You can use them on the boat. If you're fishing me, throw a bunch of these in your cooler. We've got that big Maluna cooler, and these things work great in there. So anyway, let me put this over here in the sink, because it's kind of wet, because as I said, it's not dry ice. It's actually been frozen, so it's a little bit wet. All right, I'm going to try to flip this a bit so I don't get wet. Anyway, then you always have this separator right after your ice. Cardboard, it'll go into the recycling. Now, it's a very nice organic grapes. I ordered these separately because I wanted grapes. I think I did. I'm not sure, but I believe I did. Anyway, these are from California, organic grapes, green grapes. This should be 2 pounds of grapes. I didn't need to put this stuff somewhere while I show it to you guys without me having to keep running around the kitchen because our kitchen is oddly shaped. So let me get my big bowl. Hold on. We'll just use this, put it on the on my stool. Just hopefully it'll be able to hold it. We won't crash too much. Almost definitely is going to crash out. Anyway, so there's 2 pounds of grapes there, green, organic, just like anywhere else. So everything needs to be washed. This wasn't purchased as an addition. This was a purchase on a whim. Supposedly it's a bread loaf, an artisan loaf, pugliese. I just want to see how it does, so I bought it. All right, what I'm going to try to do is move the things that weren't part of the order off. And I got some shishitos. Now, they do ship these, but I ordered these because I wanted them right away. Okay? I am going to move this here, and then we'll start opening the actual what came this week or this fortnight or whatever. I think it's a fortnight, yeah. Anyway, and the last thing that I ordered side was these 2 little things of garlic. Well, it's because I didn't feel like going to the store. Now, everything else coming out of the box is our allotment. Okay, so if you had had our service, you could have gotten this. If you had Misfits Markets, the 20 to 22 pound box for $35. You would have not gotten a blue light, but you probably should have. So, what do we have here? We have, of course, the ever-present organic cilantro. Pretty good shape. I've got one little crushed curlicue there. Not a big deal. Okay? That's the cilantro. Hopefully you guys can see it. It's a nice, good-sized bunch. But, like I said, it's organic, so who knows what this guy is right here. That's not cilantro. So we'll pull that out. But the rest is cilantro. Looks good. No dead ends. There we go. This was delivered today. And you do sort of have to get to it on the day it comes, okay? A green pepper. Lisa hates green peppers. Oh, so does your sister. I don't know. It's whatever. She doesn't like green peppers. Some of the stuff I have, I kind of need to use it for things. So anyway, here's a nice bell pepper. Firm. I'm not sure why we got it. It might be a little big and oddly shaped for the markets, which is kind of scary. Oh, it's got a bad stem. They don't like that kind of stem. Is gross. So anyway, green pepper. All right, red leaf lettuce. Lisa likes red leaf lettuce, so this is part of our able to choose allotment. But in our normal thing, so I got 2 heads of red leaf. Again, pretty good shape, And you can see this one a little bit on why it gets here. See how it's curved? That they don't like that. Anyway, so 2 heads of red leaf lettuce. 1 and 2, same thing. See how that curve there? It's just not perfect enough. Although, look at that. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, you could, of course, cut this off, restart it, plant it, and get some more red leaf lettuce from the remnants there. The good thing about organic is usually it hasn't been treated, it hasn't been treated to keep it from sprouting, so you could do that pretty easily. Ooh. More green peppers. Oof. Again, you see how it's short, squat. It's got a little bump right there. Who cares? All of these are going to go in the rucus, in my sauce. Although this year I think we're going to make a different thing. I'm thinking a spicy tomato jam. So I'm going to go Ray, Tom, and Martha's tomato garden. And we're going to make something very interesting out of that. Okay? We want to open that. Now, we've got 2 mangoes. Country of origin on these mangoes is Mexico. Again, all organic. Nice mango. Getting to ripe, but not already ripe, which is what you want. These guys, though, this one's probably going to be a week, and this one's going to probably be maybe 3 days before you should get to them, for sure. So 2 big mangoes. Some Fresno chilies. Just going to try to pick these up. Sometimes things are in boxes. Sometimes they just grab them like a handful and toss them in. So we've got these Fresno chilies. Going to be an interesting. Most of those things are all for show. Oh, now let me open you. I'm going to open just one of these. I've got 2, and I don't feel like doing one right now. But pluots. I love a pluot. I am a ridiculous fan. My wife will tell you that it's my favorite fruit. And look at that. Look at those guys. Huh? That's a dandy pluot right there. Country of origin, almost definitely Mexico. Let's see. Nope, my fault. This is from the United States. 3 pluots right there. And then there are 3 more in this container. Usually these containers have like things like pluots or plums, or actually plums usually go out there, but pluots or plum tomatoes come in like these little crushable boxes. So right there are 6 pluots, and there's some paper divider, again biodegradable. Everything in here. Huh? He says, eggplant. Firm, no soft spots, no weird coverings. There's no wax on these things. It's just not weirdly gross. I love eggplant. I never cook it enough, but I do love it. I like it fried. You know, of course, the worst way you can have it. But I like it fried because my mom used to make fried eggplant, and it was just magnificent. So I like it that way. Mine's never been that good. I believe that's female. I could be wrong, but I believe it's a female if it's got this in on it. If not, somebody tell me. Ah, man, I need to be able to interact with you guys. Anyway, let's just keep going through here. We've got another box. This is not pluots this time. However, it is another stone fruit, and it is your standard yellow peaches. That's not a bad peach. That's going to be, that guy could be eaten, but this is going to be from now till about a week or week and a half. These are organics, and these are USA peaches. There's 2 right here. and 2 more. So 4 peaches. All right. 4 crisp pink apples, all in good shape. Now, honestly, with the Misfits, if you're going to have a problem with something that's in a box, it's almost always going to be an apple or an onion. And I think it's, I don't know, it's just the apples and the fact that they put off whatever, the ethylene, the gas that they put off, it causes things to ripen and they're touching things and it goes. And onions appear, to me, not a scientist, barely got through high school, as far as I know, in any way. But I think that the onions are very acceptable to that. Anyway, so you got 4 of these crisp pinks, organic like everything, but these are from Chile, which is kind of weird. We'll see what happens in the fall. I would assume that we'll start getting more from around here because no real reason to ship apples to New York. They're in nice shape. 4 nice big crisp pinks out of there. I'm running out of space in the big bowl. Got a Savoy cabbage, a very small Savoy. I like having cabbage around because no matter what, you take almost any cabbage, if you julienne it real quick and saute it with either some olive oil and butter, some salt, pepper, garlic, you got a meal. You can put it on noodles, you can put it with rice, you can eat it like it is, you can throw some soy sauce in that. You got a meal right away, and it goes a long way, so it's good for you. Anyway, this is a Savoy. It's a very small Savoy cabbage. I don't know where its tag is. I can't tell you where it's from. It's a nice little cabbage, though. It's a, it's a no-joke little cabbage. So I have to figure out something to do with that guy. Fennel. I like having fennel around. I like the flavor of it. I like to put it in a lot of different things. Of course, in salads, but also in anything that has like a sliced onion effect. Put a couple pieces of fennel in there just for a little interesting burst of flavor. This fennel is, look, that's pretty good stuff, eh? It's actually really nice. Fresh, not too bruised. It's kind of big, this big thing there. That might be why it's just not attractive to some people, which I understand. Oh Lord, what else? White onions. Had to get those because I'm out of onions. I was looking for an onion yesterday. We didn't have any. Couldn't go buy any because we knew we were getting a box. We've got 4 big white onions. Oniony onions, which I like to have. Sweet onions are great. But sometimes you want your onions to taste like onions, especially if you're going to caramelize those guys, because once you get the sweet sugars out, you got to have something, that spicy tang of an actual onion to counteract it. Otherwise, you just throwing sugar on top of whatever you got on top of sugar. With a Vidalia or a Walla Walla or is that Hawaiian? I forget what it's called. I think it's like sweet Hawaiian. That would be weird. But anyway, 4 of these guys, big guys. The other problem with this box is now I got to put away 35 pounds of whatever. That's not a problem. All right. It is summer, so we also have limes. We really got to get to limes. We're not good about getting to them. I just need to do that. But we got gin tonics. There's some good old-fashioned beef eaters in there. We got some tonic right here, polar tonic. Got limes. And summer. The only problem is this morning we woke up, it was 56 degrees. It's like living here occasionally likes to remind you that it's going to get cold. All right, last but not least, I believe, we have a bunch of colored carrots. Comes with the whole top, so you got the whole presentation madness there. We'll see what it ends up being. You almost have to, yeah, not almost. They got to be roasted whole and try to keep the color and a whole bunch of other crap. But we're gonna do that. Nice little bunch. I don't know how much that is. Probably about a pound and a half. It's a good bit of carrots. So that's it. Here's the box. It's empty. There's the big bowl full of stuff, plus some stuff hiding back there. There's the fish. But anyway, that's what we got here, folks. All right, Misfits Markets. Now, if you know somebody has it, we have it, or anybody else has it, doesn't really matter, don't really care. But they can get you 25% off your first order. It's a couple bucks. It's not that big of a deal. It's like, you're going to save like, what, $6 to $8? Up to you. But I recommend this. Honestly. That's $35 plus shipping. I forget what shipping is. I think it's like 14 bucks maybe. $35 plus shipping for a lot of vegetables. When you add in all of your stuff, it's really hard to eat those in 2 weeks. And that's for the two of us. So, and I think we spend about that or more at the store. Prices are just relatively cheap. Even at, figure 50 bucks for 20 pounds. Let's say that. 50 bucks brought to my house for 20 pounds. That's $2.50 per pound average for organic produce. And up here, there's very little that can be marked as organic that you can get for $2.50 a pound. It's usually $2.99 and up. It doesn't matter what the thing is. It just costs what they cost, which is a lot more than this. Anyway, that's it. That's all I got. Got any questions, shoot me a thing. Hope it was informative.